In this video, we'll review exponents. So exponents show us repeated multiplication. The way I would read this first one is 2 to the 6th, and what it is telling me is that I'm going to use 2 as a factor 6 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I wanted to get my answer for this, I would just do 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64. F to the 4th, right? All that means is I'm using F as a factor 4 times. So if I want to write these expressions here using exponents, well, I know from the commutative property of multiplication, I can change the order of what I'm multiplying. Right? So I can just get 3 times 4, which is 12. And then rather than writing a times a times a, I'm just going to rewrite that as a to the 3rd and b squared. And I can do the same with the second example here. I'm going to multiply these two together first. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. I have two f's, so 12f squared, 3d's, d to the 3rd. I also can use exponents when I'm solving problems with the order of operations. So remember order of operations, I'm going to do everything in parentheses or grouping symbols first, and then I look at exponents and roots. I multiply and divide from left to right, whichever comes first, and then add and subtract from left to right. So in this first example, I'm going to deal with what's in parentheses first and rewrite everything else. 3 times 5 to the 3rd. So next is exponents, so I need to take 5 to the 3rd power, right? Not multiply 3 times 5. So 5 to the 3rd means 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. And now I just need to multiply 3 times 125, and my answer is 375. If I want to evaluate an expression, right, well, I'm just first going to substitute the values for the variable here. So y is negative 2, so I'm substituting negative 2 for y. And then I'm going to substitute 6 for m. So when I look here, I do the exponents first. So I'm going to take negative 2 to the 3rd. This means negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And here I can multiply 4 times 6. I get 24. Negative 3 times negative 8 is positive 24 plus a 24. My answer for this is 48. All right, here are some samples for you to do on your own. Number 1, I just want to write this using exponents. So all I have to do is say, well, I'm using negative 11 as a base 4 times. So it's negative 11 to the 4th. In number 2, I've got negative 3. I've got 1, 2, 3 x's, so negative 3 x to the 3rd, 2 y's, y squared. Number 3 here, okay, we need raise these to the powers first, so negative 3 squared. All right, so this is going to be negative 9 plus 5 times 2 to the 3rd. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So I get negative 9 plus 40. I get 31. And finally, I want to evaluate this expression. And I have negative 4 times 3 squared plus 3 to the 3rd. So first exponents, negative 4 times 9 plus 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. I'm going to get negative 36 plus 27, and my answer is going to be a negative 9. And that is how I use exponents.